Life is an amazing podcast, and it is presented and hosted by myself, Caro, and my sweet dog Sparky. Give it up for him. So Go For Your Life actually means to do something to your heart's content. It is a phrase used in Australia and the United Kingdom as an expression of encouragement. So this podcast is to encourage, to inspire, and to uplift. I hope you're ready. Enjoy.
I'm here with my dear friend Jacqueline Sterk. And Sterk means strong in English. And she definitely is a strong lady, if you ask me. Hi, Jacques, here you are.
Hello, Caro.
It is funny for us because we were just chatting in our own language, which is Dutch, of course. And now we're speaking English, so you can all understand what we're saying as well. Which is fun, which is funny. It's very cool. Welcome, Jacques. So nice to be with you through the Zoom room.
Yeah.
From Amsterdam to Rotterdam.
Yes, the big cities.
With your little cat. So I invited you because we've known each other for a long time, and a very long time. And it's been really fun because we go way back, and we started like in a theater world together, like both working for, a theater place and both making work and becoming good friends as well. And then we kind of lost touch, and then we sort of reconnected again. In a way, I feel through the veganism as well, because you
absolutely,
you reached out to, and I loved it because I remember you were sending me a message because you wanted my cookbook.
Yes,
With you, it's really nice to. I was really like, oh my god, this is so cool, and then we ended up reuniting, which felt like I'd only, we hadn't seen each other for nearly 16 years, but it felt like way less because, that's what happens when you have a connection. But let's jump back in time. So we were in Rotterdam making theater.
Yeah.
Then I left to Australia, which was, I think, in 2004 or something. When did you start your family and stuff like that? Like you met your husband and then like how long ago? How old are your children?
My children are 13 and 11 years old, and I met at the theater. I was his teacher, and he did a few courses, I think 5 or so with me. And so it took a while. He had a relation. I had a relation in that time, in a few years. And we were working on a play. And with a group, there was a celebration, someone's birthday, and we were there. We had something to drink. We were hanging on the couch, and then he took me home, and we walked the dog. I had already a dog, and he stayed, and we kept it secret at first. And how many years is that? 3 years before, 16 years. It was in the time we worked for All Stars, I think.
Yeah.
Because then I met him. We had a pause, but you should have met him.
Yeah, I did.
Then. Yeah,
I did.
And for me, you went away overnight, kind of.
I did make it quite quick. Yes.
Yeah, and on Facebook, I started following you, and I saw the yoga, and then I saw the cooking book, and in that time I was a vegetarian, and I started at that time, I think, was my to be to go vegan. It took me but at the first time, I didn't succeed. I was physically that bad, and my diet wasn't balanced enough. So I was so weak, and I couldn't lift my child, and I lost a lot of weight. And, all the stress went through my body, and so I had to let go a bit of the veganism. I got that advice, surprisingly, also from more alternative doctors, that I should eat meat and things. I didn't do that, but I took the vegetarian diet to me in, correct me for my English.
No, we
and then I did a revalidatie. How do you call it?
Revelation?
Yeah. Yeah. And I thought I should do yoga.
Yeah.
I thought that for years I should do yoga, find more rest, and to take more care of my body and my soul, my mind. But I never did it. I was always in a hurry, and I worked a lot. And when I didn't work, I worked in the house. But when the children came, you're never free anymore. When they're small, you're working, or you have to be there 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
I felt it that way. And it was okay, because I also loved it, but it was hard. And so that was also the time that I left the theater and did interior design. I worked as an interior designer, and so I could do daytime hours and more regular also. But I found yoga. I went to a class with elderly people, because I was a mess. I couldn't do much, and I was scared when I go to a really fit group and do everything. I would go with that flow, but I couldn't keep it up because it's too much. I couldn't handle that. So I came in a group with some elderly people, some housewives, in a deserted church. They were the lessons, so it was very mellow lessons. And I remember we did a post, and it felt hard, and I felt it in my body and in my mind. And then we did a Shavasana, and I had a really aha-erlebnis.
Shavasana, aha.
Yeah.
We all have this moment.
Because I could feel the body shifting from hurting to resting, and also to how do you call it, herstel. How do you call
healing?
it?
So you were the body's healing, right?
Yeah, and it came in balance again, and I could take the time to come in balance again before I went active again, and that was so new for me. To go through that process from pain to a sore body to accepting what is there, and to kind of a neutral feeling in your body again, and from that point on take a new action. Then I started a teacher training, because I'm not that disciplined to go for myself on the mat every day or a few times in a week to go to a class. That doesn't work for me. So I thought, I do a teacher training, then I have to go. It costs a lot of money. I learn more, so I can find more commitment. But that was at a school. They were drinking also when there was a festive wine, and there were also very nice lunches, but there was cheese and chocolate, and it was vegetarian, but it was not vegan. And they weren't that strict, and that could work, but for me it felt not correct in a way.
Yeah, of course, it doesn't feel right.
Their main point was to develop spiritually. And of course we did asanas and meditations and things, and we had our theory. But when I was spoke about what driven me, or how I felt by the things that I had meegemaakt.
Things you've experienced?
Yeah, thank you. During the week with my family or something, or other people were saying, and then they all say, you're too much in the world, and you should detach from that.
More cheese.
When you ask too critical questions, then you weren't allowed to. I felt it that way. And for a lot of people, it worked like that. For me, it didn't. So I stopped.
No. And it's very good that you did ask yourself these critical questions, Like, I think that that's so important. Yoga makes us do that,
Yeah. And I found it very awkward in a way that in yoga you should be open to everyone, and you learn not to veroordelen, to judge other people. But me being not that spiritual, I was judged about that. I felt it like that. And that's not yoga.
No,
I think. So I went to another school. I first did a workshop, and I had a conversation over there, and that felt better. That was at Yoga Vidya in Rotterdam. And they worked together with ashram in Germany, and 500 hours for 2 years. So it was really a commitment. And, I thought, can I handle it? Because it's physically. And when I don't fit in